In today's breaking story, Finland's president just dropped a bomb right to Trump's face. That's right, more and more people are standing up to Donald Trump and the people supporting him. How's it going, everybody? Hunter Avalone here with Occupy Democrats. Welcome back to another video. Now, as I was saying, people are sick and tired of Donald Trump and of his supporters. In fact, recently a representative who also supports Donald Trump was viciously booed in her own district. People are absolutely fed up with Donald Trump's behavior, partially because he's a major suck-up to Putin.
When you see Trump with Putin, as I have on a few occasions, he's like the 12-year-old boy that goes to high school and meets the captain of the football team. My hero. It is really creepy. It's really creepy. Now,
and that struck you at the time?
Oh, absolutely. It struck everybody. It was like you could touch it. It was creepy. The creepiness was palpable.
Are you trying to say they're having a bromance?
No, I'm not saying. I'm just telling you what I saw. Regrettably, the Republican Party under Donald Trump, and particularly the right wing of the Republican Party, are very sympathetic to Vladimir Putin. I mean, I've been with Trump and Putin. Trump is in awe of Putin. Tyrants are often popular. You see, the key to democracy, liberal democracy, is that it empowers the majority, but it also, through the rule of law, constrains the majority. And if you get to the point where anybody who can muster a majority, and I don't think Trump can do that, by the way, but anyone who can muster a majority is given absolute power and then can do whatever they like to the minority, that's not a democracy. That is a tyranny. That is an autocracy, even if it's got the support of 51% of the population. That is not what makes a democracy. A democracy, as we understand it, is one where the rule of law protects all citizens and the rule of law applies to all citizens, whether they're the president or the prime minister or an ordinary elector.
And now Finland's president just dropped a bomb right to Trump's face. Take a look at today's top story. First, President Trump had yet another moment of cognitive decline. In front of a room full of European leaders, he tried to introduce Finland's president, but somehow forgot that Alexander Stubb was sitting right in front of him.
President Stubb of Finland, and he's somebody that, where are we here? Where? I'm right here. Oh. You look better than I've ever seen you look. But you've done a great job, and we wanted to have you here because...
But that was just the warm-up. The real headline came moments later when Finland's president himself turned the tables and delivered a blunt message right to Trump's face about supporting Ukraine.
Some of the international media might wonder, why is the president of Finland here? I think the reason is probably that we might come from a small country, but we have a long border with Russia, over 800 miles. And we, of course, have our own historical experience with Russia from World War II, the Winter War and the War of Continuation. And if I look at the silver lining of where we stand right now, we found a solution in 1944, and I'm sure that we'll be able to find a solution in 2025 to end Russia's war of aggression and find and get a lasting and just peace. The situation is very difficult, but that's why we're here.
Thank you, Alex, very much. Good.
Finland's president didn't just make a passing remark. Those words carry the weight of history. Finland shares an 800-mile border with Russia, and it has already fought to defend itself against Soviet aggression during the brutal Winter War of 1939. Outnumbered and outgunned, Finland's resistance became legendary, proving the country's determination to survive even against impossible odds. That history is what makes today's moment so powerful. While Donald Trump shrugs off Putin's violence with vague, dismissive comments, Finland stands as a nation that knows the cost of Russian aggression firsthand. Stubbs' message was a reminder: peace doesn't come from appeasement or wishful thinking. It comes from resolve, sacrifice, and the courage to stand firm. For Finland, those aren't abstract ideas, they're lived experience, and that's why his statement lands with such force. Thanks so much for watching. Please click that like button and subscribe to Occupy Democrats so that you can stay informed and help us stop Donald Trump.